Hi, I'd like to share with you another essay from Alfred of the Plough. This time it's not about thinking, it's about talking. As before, I'll share with you excerpts from the essay. The other day, I went to dine at a house known for the brilliancy of the conversation. I confess that I found the experience a little trying. In conversation, I am naturally rather a pedestrian person. The talk I like is the talk in which the jokes are rather small and the laughter abundant. I do not want to be expected to be brilliant or to be dazzled by verbal pyrotechnics. I like to talk in my slippers, as it were, with my legs at full stretch, my mind at ease, and with all the evening before me. Above all, I like the company of people who talk for enjoyment and not for admiration. But at this dinner table, the conversation flashed around me like forked lightning. It was so staccato and elusive that it seemed like talking in shorthand. It was a very fancy match of wit and epigram, a sort of game of touch and go, or tip and run, or catch as catch can, or battledore and shuttlecock, or demon patience, or anything you like that is intellectually and physically breathless and baffling. I thought of a bright thing to say now and then, but I was always so slow in getting away from the mark that I never got it out. It had grown stale and out of date before I could invest it with the artistic merit that would enable it to appear in such brilliant company. And so, mentally out of breath, I just sat and felt old-fashioned and slow, and tried to catch the drift of the sparkling dialogue. But I looked as wise as possible, just to give the impression that nothing was escaping me, and that the things I did not say were quite worth saying. But this was not good talk. It was clever talk, which is quite a different thing. There was no stuff in it. It was like trying to make a meal off the east wind, which it resembled in its hard brilliancy and lack of geniality. The foundation of good talk is good sense, good nature, and the gift of fellowship. Given these things, you may serve them up with a sauce of wit, but wit alone never made good conversation. It is like mint sauce without the lamb. It is not the man who talks abundantly who alone keeps the pot of conversation boiling. Some of the best talkers talk little. They save their shots for critical moments and come in with sudden and devastating effect. And I like in my company of talkers the good listener, the man who contributes an eloquent silence which envelops conversation in an atmosphere of vigilant but friendly criticism. I fancy the next world will be like this, only better. I think it will resound with the familiar speech of our earthly pilgrimage, and that in any shady walk or among any of the fields of asphodel over which we wander, we may light upon the great talkers of history and share in the eternal disputation. It is a comfortable thought, but I cannot conceive it without the awed, cheerful din of contending tongues. I fancy edging myself into those enchanted circles and having a modest share in the glorious powwows of the masters. I hope they won't vote me a bore and scatter at my approach.